Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Greg here again with the final reveal of the buddy build between me and military modeller Paul. It's the Merkava LIC Mark III Hobbyboss kit. But before we start going through the build, I'd just like to sort of pass some more information on about Steve. Steve has now had another operation. He's had 4 in total at the moment, and this one seems to be a lot better. He's actually speaking a little bit, but not a lot. Still got a long way to go, but he's responding to things, which is pretty good news. You know, he's had some scary parts of it, obviously, with him having his fits and one thing and another, and hopefully he'll pull through. So if there's anything else I can tell you when I get the off his sister, I shall pass the message on as progress hopefully is made by Mr. Mottram. So let's all wish him well and a speedy recovery. So I say I'll keep you posted anyhow. So this is the final reveal of the Merkava. So as we can see, I will take the camera probably off and do a shaky mode with this as well to get some more of a detailing. But we'll zoom in a little bit and we'll start off with certain things. Like we'll do the rubbish first, which is just a combination of oil barrels, tyres, breeze blocks. I made this, where's my pointy stick? This one will do. I made this mattress here out of, let's just zoom in a bit, oops, sorry. We'll zoom in a bit more into the mattress if we can. Come on. There we go. Yeah, this is from the build plates of the 3D printing stuff that my friend Vince sent me. So I squared them off, took about 2 or 3 together, and then just tissue paper, and I made some. I think you can see the springs. Instead of going a little bit more, perhaps. Is it gonna zoom? Is it gonna focus? It's not gonna focus, which is a shame. But you can see some of the springs. I've added some spring ends and some like stuffing coming out as well. Same on this side. This is a mat from GeroDesign.com. I just rolled it up and soaked it in PVA and shaped it. We've got bottles. Let's say we've got newspapers. We've got empty Coke, Pepsi, water ones. I've made a rubbish bag on here. Well, can we still see what I'm pointing at? We can't. Let's zoom out. And again, we'll zoom out just a slight touch. There we go. Yeah, it's got building, obviously, Coke boxes, Pepsi boxes. I made some. This is my friend Steve. Anyhow, I did this to it. Anyhow, he made a mattress, resin. I did some bin liners from real bin liners. Put a bit of sponge in there, and just tied them up and made a tie there for them. That one's a bit loose, but never mind. Bucket. I made an empty trash, one of these black bin liners with the rubbish coming out. These are breeze blocks from Mr. Simon Kemp, which I've had these for a long time. He kindly made me these, and got newspaper cuttings, general waste and things like that. Just general rubble, but you know, that always seems to be along these walls and things like that from the you know, the side of the road or whatever. In this case, the dirt track. And on the barriers, if you can see, I just use a stencil for these. I'm not clever enough to do artwork freehand. I did some bullet details, things like that, and just some stencils from the IDF stencil kit that I've got. Just added those along. And this is just from the GeroDesign.com as well. I just rusted these up and put a bit of brushed them a bit of steel on there just for the barbs. And again, from Mr. Mottram's idea, I added some pieces of torn like bin liners, paper, just as you know, as wind catches it, it's going to stick onto these sort of things. So that's where I got that idea from. And I think that's it on the other part really. I've done these stencils on the other side of the wall as well. Again, so let's just zoom out again. Out. Okay, let's go right out. Okay. See the. With this mine roller, because it's a Meng one, it doesn't actually fit properly onto the Hobbyboss Merkava. So what I've just done is I've just left it off on the side, like as if they're waiting now, relaxing, while they're waiting for the maintenance crew to come and put it on, take the kooks off and attach it, basically. So that's my excuse anyway. It's the only thing I'm just disappointed in, but well, it's okay. It'll work fine. It'll be all right. On the other side, let's just twist it round again, and you can see the palm tree there, which I bought off into eBay ages and ages ago. I've just titivated it up a bit, made these with green, so I've painted these like a brown off colour, and same, I've given the what do I call it, the trunk, and that'll give it a dry brush as well to bring it out. And let's just zoom right round so you can maybe see what I've done there with the person. There we go. There we go. On there, let's just zoom in. Let's just tell my daughter to be quiet. Can you stop shouting? I'm doing a video. People. That's it. Sorry about that. Right, so let's zoom in a little bit. And we'll go and see the man in the corner with the... we'll just zoom across onto him. He's there as part of the crew. I've just made some bit of, you know, like drinks and things out for them to have a rest and things like that. These are oranges, got apples, obviously the kit bags, bottles of water, boxes of water, Coke, water again, just some general, just time to chill and have a relax while they're waiting for the maintenance crew to come and fix the mine plough, the mine roller onto the front of the Merkava. So that's quite it's worked out quite well. That's not bad. I'll take some photos and I'll add them to the end so you can see better pictures of the actual Merkava in itself. So let's go right to the Merkava now. As you can see, I've got the flags on and things like that, and painted the aerials black and white. Some of the poor pictures I've seen have the aerials black and white. On there, I've got the crew. Obviously, he's just sitting there relaxing, pointing at something, and we've got the crew there just having a drink, and he's on the mobile phone, this guy here. So he's relaxing again. And on the four corners, we have. Let me just come back and maybe see him. Yeah, we have the. You can see these on here. We have the aerials on four corners. Again, just did the same thing with the aerial, with dipping it in PVA. We've got them on there, got them on four corners. We have the 50 cal done now with the, you can see, let's just zoom in again into the basket itself. I've put the 50 cal I used, I used in the 50 cal, you can see them there, the shell casings. What I used with those is all the trimmings from the ball and chain armour. They come like with a stick, so I just chop them up and cut them into bits and pop them in there, and I did a dark wash just over the top to give it a bit of definition. So I thought that was quite nice. The basket didn't come with the kit, so it's just something I had. Yeah, so that was on, just added a little bit of extra detail. Anything else? Anything else? We've got the, let's just zoom out again. Out well there, but on these days, you'd think I'd know, wouldn't you? We have the crew, like I say, we have the crew just sitting. There we go. We have the crew just sitting, relaxing. I've added the wire in for the 50 cal as well. It's got like a handle on there running to the either the commander's cupola or the loader's hatch there as well. Anything else? Anything else I can think of I've done? This is just foam underneath, you know, all your packaging you get, that's all there is. And I had some wood, but it was a bit thick, but it's okay, it'll do for just a surround. Painted black. I haven't put a name to this one yet, but I will eventually, and we'll see if I can get a 3D plate put on the front as well. So I think that's it really. I don't think there's any more I can really say about this, but apart from it's my first modern kit, and I thoroughly enjoyed the build. I really did enjoy the build. I've added some more IDF stuff to my stash, so there'll be some IDF builds coming along at some point. Anything else on here? The rear, look from the rear, let's lift it up. Yeah, I've got the rear, got the chains and things like that. I added the markings again, if you can see, onto the little tarp that's fastened onto the back there. I painted that by hand. It don't look too bad. So all I've said with the base on here, all I've used is polystyrene that you give with your kit sometimes, so I've just filled that up with this, made the frame, popped the polystyrene inside it, and I used sculptor mould, and then I used, for the sand and the gravel, I used chinchilla sand, just like a dust which you can buy from a pet shop. Really fine stuff. It's called chinchilla sand. I can't quite reach it at the moment, but it's really good for scale modelling, it really is. So chinchilla sand, yeah, so it's quite good. And I just used a variation of different colours for the sand, and went around, done night shifts, going around pointing, picking up different rocks and things, different colours. Few little grass tufts, dry grass tufts, give them a dry brush with the another sand colour. You can see the tracks are on from here. Oh yeah, we can't really, can we see them? I just made some tracks with the actual rubber tracks, some rubber tracks from an old Merkava kit that I had from Tamiya. So I just done them, and again just went inside each one just to slightly emphasise the actual track. In what's not mud, it's more dry sand, dust and things like that. So I think that's about it really. I don't think there's anything else I can say much more about the kit, apart from it was a bloody good build, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's been probably one of the longest kits I've built. Been in nearly 4 months, in fact for over 4 months. In the meantime, Paul's nearly built another 2 kits, but he doesn't mind waiting for me. He says it's fine, so which I'm happy with. So he's a nice gent, is Paul. Right, so let me just connect these and bring it into there, maybe slightly. No, not really. I'll have to sort my cameras out, I think, getting a bit. Yeah, so it's good news about Steve, so I'll keep you posted, like I say, and we can go from there. And you know what my next build is, so that'll be starting very soon. At the moment my son's here on leave, so I'm spending a bit less time at the bench than I normally do. But yeah, so it's all good at the moment. But Steve is good news for Steve. He's reacting well to the last operation he had, which is good. So he's starting to talk. You know what Steve's like for talking, so that means he's getting back to some normality. But I'll keep you posted. So I'd like to say thank you very much for taking your time out of a day to view this, and I'll take some pictures and I'll add them to the end of this video, so you can get some better detail and better pictures, and then we'll move on from there to the next build. I say thank you all to my new subscribers, and of course all the old ones. I do this. I love to do modelling. It takes time out of my day, and I can sort of just chill and relax. But even better if I can put a YouTube video and get some really kind comments and things like that. That's all I can really say, but say thank you very much, and we shall see you with the next build. So it's Greg signing off, and we'll see you soon.